The United States won silver without Biles. Wilbon, what are your thoughts about this?
Tony, I've had 8 to 10 hours to think about it now since waking up this morning. It's the first thing I heard when I woke up. And I don't know what to make of it even now. First of all, let me just say that for her to sit there and say that takes courage. I mean, that's unbelievably candid and honest and self-examining to say, you know what, I don't have it right now, and I don't want to hurt this team, but you're still like, wow, because so much of what we've learned, especially if you're older as we are, about what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to treat that, and you're supposed to fight through it no matter what it means. And you have all these unwritten rules we talk about, they apply to the sports culture in general, over decades, generations. And this is not, it doesn't represent that what she said yet. It's like, oh my God, what does this mean? She's the greatest out there, and she's not up to this. I don't know what it means. Some of it is, is contradictory. You know, there's back and forth, and there's some double talk. I don't get it even now. I just know this is new. The pressure on these young athletes is greater than ever, and we're seeing this with Naomi Osaka and others, and I don't know what to make of it.
So let's get to that for a second, because we are seeing athletes who are admitting to emotional and psychological problems more than ever before, because at our age, and even younger than us, the mythology about being an athlete was you sucked it up and you fought through. So we've seen it with Biles and Osaka. We've seen it in the NBA with Paul George and Kevin Love. Like you, I don't really know what to make of this. Her preparation is beyond reproach. You cannot argue with her as a competitor or being motivated. She's a multiple gold medal winner. So why would this happen now? And I wrote some things down because I didn't want to just vamp here. I think this is the pandemic, Mike. I think for a year and a half, everybody has had their lives changed. The way we work is different. The people we see are different. The way we feel about ourselves is different. These Olympics were postponed once. Everybody knows they've been rushed into this Olympics right now. You know, I think this is what happens. There's such a level of insecurity among the athletes. There's virus all around them. They're tested all the time. All of these things are unsettling to anyone, to everyone, even a great athlete. This is unsettling. And we have seen this happen right now with Simone Biles. And you know what? We don't know if we'll ever see her in this competition again, because we don't know how this works. This is a whole new world for athletics.
You know, Tony, you bring up something that I thought about fleetingly, and maybe it shouldn't be fleeting, and that's the pandemic. When you look at these competitions, especially you and I have been to the gymnastics. I mean, the love and the feeding and the care that the competitors get from their families and people in the stands and people handing them teddy bears. They're not there. And so this, I need to attribute more of it perhaps to that. But Tony, I think this has been coming before the pandemic. Maybe the pandemic hastened some of it, but the self-examination, first of all, athletes weren't even allowed to self-examine like that, or they'd be called some disparaging names. We know that. Yes. We know how this works. Yes. Athletes wouldn't even admit it to themselves and their managers and
that's
teammates.
Why, Mike, that's why it's important that we focus on Simone Biles in this way, because as I said, her performances are beyond reproach. She is a multiple gold medal winner. Yes. If this happens to her, it can happen to anyone.
Yeah. I don't know where to go. I listen to it all day. I'm going to listen to it all night. I'm not going to know what to make of it tomorrow either, I suspect.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.